Hi, nice to meet you, Mr. Tan. I would like to consult you a few questions.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Bobo and Miss Bobo. I'll try my best to solve the issue. Please tell me about the problem you are facing.
Sure, the facts are as follows. In 2010, our family has started to operate eatery, namely McBurger. Many Malaysians opt to operate McBurger food products as MCB. However, we did not register MCB as a trademark of McBurger. In January 2021, a small eatery known as MCB is opened by Mr. and Miss Bobby Siew in Singapore. They had incorporated a small company in Singapore by the name of MCB Siew Incorporated. They also entered into a standard franchise agreement with a prospective franchise in Malaysia to operate the MCB franchise in Malaysia. In February 2022, their solicitor sent a letter of demand to us, demanding us to cease usage of the term MCB within 14 days. However, we have rejected and restricted them to stop using the term MCB instead. They subsequently decided to take legal action, and we have asked for their agreement to proceed with arbitration, and they have agreed. Nevertheless, they insisted that the applicable law in the dispute should be the law of Singapore, but we wanted it to be Malaysian law. Besides, another issue is that 9 days after we have concluded the appointment of Mr. Benedict as one of the arbitrators, we realized that he is one of the shareholders for Good Bread Berhad, which is a subsidiary company under NCBCU Incorporated. Therefore, we applied to challenge his appointment 4 days later. Based on the facts above, may I know what is the applicable law in determining the above said dispute?
Basically, the arbitration in your case can be regarded as international arbitration by virtue of Section 2, Para A of Arbitrations Act, because MCBCU Incorporated has its place of business in both Singapore and Malaysia, and McBurgers is a multinational, publicly owned chain conglomerate. Besides, Section 30 sub 1 of the Arbitrations Act provides that arbitral tribunal is vested with responsibility to decide the law applicable to the dispute based on the rules of law chosen by the party. Furthermore, Section 30 sub 4 of the Arbitrations Act also states that if the parties fail to meet an agreement on the law applicable, the arbitral tribunal shall determine the law applicable based on the conflict of law rules. Mr. and Mrs. Bobo, let's look at this precedent case, namely Thai Lao Lignite Co. Limited and another against government of the Lao People's Democratic Republic. The judge also agrees that the law which has the closest connection to the arbitration agreement shall be applicable when there is multiple conflicting laws applicable. Therefore, this issue tends to be favoring you and your family, which means that the law of Malaysia will be applicable. Since MCBCU Incorporated and your family have agreed upon in the same sense that the seat of arbitration is in Malaysia.
Created using Powtoon.